It's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to my messy desk. I need to do some journaling tonight. I want to do some journaling tonight. No, I need to. It's definitely my self-care tonight. Yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I do have some background music on. Let me know. I don't know. Let me know if you like it or not. I think sometimes it helps me concentrate a little bit and sound out some other stuff. Because as usual, the construction's still going on, and yeah, well, they need to quit in like 5 minutes, I think, but we'll see. So this is like today's page. So today is like Tuesday the 19th. I have started without you guys, as you see, and I have been piecing this together a little bit throughout my day. And I had actually pulled some things last night that like this that I knew I wanted to like put on here. So this is a prompt from Lynn at Love Lynn's Life. I got it off her Patreon. And then the rest of this I just kind of glued in as the day went. I had my date on here. This is from Pam. I cut it out and mounted it on this like really fun card that was in Happy Mail a long time ago. I put a title on here. I don't remember. Oh, and my royalty-free music has ads. So that'll be fun. I don't know if that's going to cut it or not. And now it won't skip. What I probably need to do is go for a run or meditate. And one of those I can't do right now just because, I don't know, there's like people in my house and I should probably go for a run. But we'll see. We'll see if I want to do that or not. I'm a little wound up. So let's just see what we get done. It's cold outside is why I don't want to go for a run. I'm not gonna lie. It's cold for me, and I'm cold inside right now. I've been cold all day, and I don't feel like putting on like 4 layers. And that's what happens when I don't work out in the morning. And we didn't have workout this morning, and now I don't want to go. So if I don't do it and go with my people, then I'm like, meh, meh, and I don't want to go. All right, I'm going to put this little tape dog down here. Buddy is like right here. He is not leaving my side today. I don't know. I put his sweater on him. He's been shivering. He's just not quite himself today. He got a major haircut. My husband cut his hair. And so I think he's cold, but I also don't know if something else is wrong. I don't really know. Okay. So I've finished my day at work, Zoom life and all that. And I don't know. I kind of want to put I had gathered these things. Okay, this is, I think, for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow. This little guy is like an envelope that I cut out of a magazine. And look, you guys, I'm learning. I had it on yesterday's page, and I didn't go to the post office because, like a ding dong, it was closed yesterday because it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And it's a national holiday where we live, and so the post is closed. So I didn't do that yesterday. So now it's all in my car. I was going to go today, but it's like, what time is it? It was after 4 by the time I finished work, and like they close at 5. I didn't want to deal with that. So, I'll put it on tomorrow's list. We'll we'll keep moving it. Okay, so the commercials are going to bother me. We're going to have to maybe not leave the music on. So, yeah, okay, we're going to stop that because now, okay. So enough of that idea. We'll look for another idea. Okay, so I need to just journal a few stuff today, man, and I don't quite know how I want it to all go. This guy is from Pam also. I tipped him in because my boy is quarantined at school. Oh, and that's what I can't find is that quarantine sheet. Oh, I bet you I put it over here. I sure did. Look at me. I'm so organized. So my poor boy got notice from school that he has to quarantine for 2 weeks because he was in a group of people that one of them tested positive. And they're all asymptomatic, but they've all been put on quarantine. So he was moved out of his dorm into another dorm. And yeah, so can't leave for anything. They're bringing him like whatever food, not great food. He's not happy is the bottom line. So, and it breaks my heart a little bit because he's not happy. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say on that. So, I ordered him groceries today. And I went on to the website, not the website, the Facebook page for the parents at the college where he goes. And, like asked, had anybody used this or whatever? And sure enough, all these parents were like, yes, use Instacart and they're amazing. And so I did. I ordered him some groceries on Instacart. And the sweet man like messaged me and everything. It was amazing and had them delivered within 2 hours to the school. Now the school, I will say, I'm not super pleased with, which makes me a little sad. And they weren't super pleased with me, which I can completely be okay with. But they basically were like, well, we deliver food and we check in on them every day to make sure they're not like isolated and that they're okay. And we don't, she's like, you can go to our website to see our policies on COVID. And she's like, it sounds like you're, I don't know what word she used. We'll say upset. And I said, well, I'm a little concerned because we didn't get any notice from the school at all that any of this was happening, only from my son. And she's like, well, due to HIPAA, like we can't tell anybody, you know, he's legally an adult. And I was like, oh, holy crap. I'm like, okay, I get that. I do. Trust me, I do. But still, I'm his mom and that's fine. I know he's been moved and now I need to know how to get him food. That's why I called. Like, I need to know how to get my son food. He obviously can't come down and get it. And she's like, well, we don't really have it. She's like, you know, we don't really do that. I was like, au contraire. Au contraire. You are going to do that because I have a child who's literally locked in his room and you need to figure out a way to get him food that's going to be delivered. So, yeah. And so she's like, okay. And so we worked it out. We came to a agreement and we worked it out. So that annoyed the hell out of me, quite honestly. And then, yeah, that's it. Tough day at work, tough whatever, right? So I'm just putting together like a little bit of the page. I guess I want to overlap that a little bit, save some space. So this is, you know, not normal for me. I'm not normally agitated when I journal. And I don't normally have more than like I have room for on the page. Now I could easily add a pocket or whatnot, but, and I know I have big real estate stuff here, so it's not that big of a deal. It's interesting. And so we're going to do that. And then we'll do this because I just want to, oh, maybe I'll put this over him. Let me see. Like, no, I want it here. Okay. So there's that. Can you hear my daughter? Yeah, not a happy bird either. Not a happy bird. Got news today that they are not traveling to the tournament for soccer. Oof, yeah, not happy. And Mama has little control over some of this. And so we are navigating. We're navigating. Okay, I don't think I need this. I'm trying to figure out. I did tip this in, and so I have all of this journaling, and I do have like all of this to journal. So yeah, this little guy I cut out and want to put on the front. Oh, Buddy's gonna cough, of course, because he's waking up now that I'm talking on camera. I want to put it in here like that. All right, so I have this Project Life card that I wanted to use. Oh my God, I feel like, okay, let me know, because sorry. So here, like, these are the days, and here we go. Like, but I don't think I need it. Like, I guess I could do this. Oh, it won't tip that way. I guess I could do that if we wanted to. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. That works for me. And then that will allow me a little bit more space. I'm going to use, so sometimes I use clear tape and then use other washi over it, but I don't want to have to worry about like, no, I'm going to leave it clear. Obviously, I don't want to worry about covering up this stuff. And then on this side, I already have stuff too. So I don't want to necessarily cover that with other colored washi. If you guys watched my washi video, you know I have plenty of it that I could be using up. So, but no, we'll use clear tape. That's great, Allison. All right. This, like I said, is from Lynn. And let's see, I think I want to add some color to it. And we'll just see. I might just scrap me talking, but I don't really want to have to edit this either, if we're going to be honest. I think I'll add some color this way. Yeah, there's, you know, few things that can really trigger me, but obviously you guys know that are moms, or, you know, like not being able to help my kid or get my kid. Oh, ooh, Lordy. Yeah. So, but I am super grateful to the delivery guy, the Instacart guy. He was super cool, like texting me, and I went back in the app and like added more of a tip for him. And like next time I'll just, like, my son is set up to order his own Instacart or whatever, but we just didn't know how it worked. I really had never done it. And I just, as you guys know, I think if you if you followed me on my last video, I think I mentioned, like, I just learned, I don't know, learned how to place my own order for our own grocery store here in town. And they don't deliver here. I guess Instacart might deliver here because they're like individual contractors. I mean, I guess like Uber, right? Or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to deal with that. I'm happy to go to the grocery store, but if you were in a pinch and had to, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, so he'll be all set up to do it, you know, on his own. I think I want him over here maybe because we had this conversation yesterday. I think I'll add him there. Okay, so this, I kind of like, ooh, do we like that? Like, so it pokes out and then it lets you know there's a little something behind there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Ooh, Nelly, I'm telling you. And then like on top of it all, I'm, you know, it's work. So wah, wah. Tuesdays are my hard work day, really. So, and it's not even, I mean, there was nothing out of the whatever. It just was like work. So I'm done Zooming though. I can tell you that. I really miss being in an office with people. So I really like this guy. I think he doesn't need to go on this. I was going to cross this off or like put a little something on the front because, and he's from Pam as well, or she, or whatever, the bear. I was going to put like a different little shirt on him with something because it just spoke to me, but I don't think I need it on this page. So I'll put it over here for tomorrow just because, we might need it. And I pulled this card, and I pulled this one, but I'm gonna save it out here. I really like that quote, but I found another one that I like better for today. So I'll put it in that little bucket. All right. So that's exciting. Let's see. And then I had made this little journaling spot also, but I don't need that today. So I'll just, yeah. So as usual, I'm collecting bits all over, and I didn't really organize my desk. And so now I need to do that even more because I have another little bucket of bits here that I think I'm going to use like super soon. So I have like daily reminder and remember. So obviously there's some journaling that needs to happen here about like what happened today, and not like this, but another situation, because I already journaled like another 5 pages on it in my other journal. And I don't know where to put this, but this is from Lynn and I love it. I think I'll just put it over here on the side. I think I'm going to do it like this, maybe. Ooh, Nelly, Nelly, Nelly. Doesn't quite fit. I think I'll probably just end up exercising in the garage tonight because, let's be clear, I don't want to go outside. There we go. And create a little space like that. How about that? And then I'm going to outline that just a little bit. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, friends, I have to switch you to voiceover. I had to take a little break there. There was some stuff going on in my house, and I needed to do that. I think I don't even know, change clothes and come back that night or something like that. So, yeah, these pages were tough for me. It was, you know, when I'm triggered emotionally, and it's hard for me not to just vomit all over my pages. So once I get into a groove, and oftentimes that's easier for me when I'm not talking to the camera, obviously. So I just decided to not worry about talking and being present with you guys so I could be present in my pages, because that's honestly why I journal. It's not for, I don't know, any other. It's for me. It's for my process and my creativity. And it's kind of like my little dose of daily therapy, if you will. So, again, if you're new here, welcome. Super glad you're here. If you've been here a while, you know that I keep 2 journals. And so this is my daily creative journal, if you will. And I also keep a separate process journal. And so that I do in the morning. And now I'm also finding that I have taken on a nighttime journaling page as well. And so these pages are not usually my process stuff, but I was like in it this day. And so, and I'd already done my morning journaling and I'd already done, and so it was kind of like I needed to dump it in here for a little bit. And so I was having a little bit of a hard time kind of gathering all that. So those are Lynn's letters over to the left that you saw me. I was working on those a little bit before. I'm just adding some color. They come in color when you get them. I got them off of her Patreon, and I just printed them in black and white, in grayscale. And so some of her stuff I have just in gray, so I can add color, or it can go on different pages or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I can only print in gray, like if I printed it off on a certain printer or whatever. So that's me messing with those glitter markers, trying to add a little bit. That page that I think you saw this when I did one of my last pages, those brown pages like absorb so much. And so it's like I don't know, Kristie, if you watch this, it's like a paper bag material. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very porous. And so it absorbs. So like that gold ink, kind of like it doesn't even show up there. So I'm placing some stars on my little Arbonne label there. I placed my order and I got some orders and everything else to start another 30-day challenge. So we'll be having a big one starting the first week in February. And so I'm looking forward to that, and talking to my friends, and there's a few of us doing it, and I've signed up a few other people and whatnot. So placed my order for that, and that actual label thing is off one of my protein bags or something that is empty, but I just cut out the label to, kind of mark it. I am doing, just drawing some lines because I need a little bit of like, I don't know, guidance on where to write, if you will. So, and I think, you're going to see me kind of mess around with these pens a little bit because this one's like too fine. There's another one that's too thick. I'm trying not to use a pen that goes through that paper. And so it's just, the process of finding the perfect pen for the perfect page, for the perfect, So I'm just writing. I'm just documenting kind of what I had already told you guys. So I just put like, after a little bit of back and forth, the housing director agreed to let food be delivered, to my son's dorm, which like I could have told you that was going to be the outcome, but it took a little bit more energy than I was expecting to spend on that. And, understanding that my reactivity is already triggered, and because I'm feeling vulnerable, right? My son, my son's not happy, and he's not sick, and he's without any support, and he's super far away from me. And so this by far was actually the hardest day we've had with him being away. And obviously leaving him at college was hard, and him leaving again to go back to college was hard, but those were all good things. Those are things we plan for, and it's like normal growth, and like those are goals, right? We've planned his whole life for him to go away to college and to, so although they're sad and I miss him, that's what we've worked so hard for, right? Days like this kind of take the air out of me. And so I have to really work to like stay calm and not be reactive. So I just put on this little card, like, I figured out Instacart today. I had a great experience with the shopper. He was so nice, and he messaged and he delivered right to the dorm's front desk. And that is exactly what all the reviews say about like other parents' experience. I mean, lots of parents order, or lots of kids order Instacart, for, it was just the fact that he's on like strict quarantine. And so, lots of the kids just have it delivered to their dorm. They go down, meet the guy, pick it up and go. It's not that big of a deal. It was just the fact that he literally can't leave his room, and or the room he's in. It's not even his room. So he's, frustrated with that. And like, he doesn't have anything that, like, and I know it sounds lame, but there's like no TV, there's no pots, there's no pans, there's a microwave and a little dorm fridge. So, and then they bring him like 3 meals a day from the cafeteria, which, whatever. Everyone's doing their best, and I just need to handle it with grace. And I'm grateful that the lady helped me, and it all worked out. And my boy is happy. Well, as happy as he could be, but so it's fine. And we're healthy. It's not like, it could be so much worse. So it's just me griping. And then, and then I get to decorate with my little COVID things, because who knew we'd need separate sheets for COVID stuff. Those sheets, I think you saw me kind of cutting more out of them. I think they're from one of the Facebook groups I'm in. I think she makes a printable every month of like the theme or whatever it is. And obviously a few months ago, maybe even when we first started this craziness, she had made a COVID sheet. So they're just little clip arts, if you will, that she pastes onto a sheet and then shares them. So it's not selling them or anything. And I think they're free on clip art, whatever. So it's just a themed page of stuff. So I do have that. And so I'm just gluing, some of those little things on. So I found one that says, where am I? I don't even know. What do I have? Oh, I found one that says quarantine and chill, which I just thought was funny. I mean, because obviously it's like Netflix and chill, which is not funny. But you know what I'm saying. And then I cut out, there's a little one that says love you from afar. And so I cut that out there, and to kind of glue on this little card that just says, these are the days, like these are what our days are now. It's nuts. And so, new experiences and figuring it all out together. That's what we're doing. And then I glue these 2 little guys on the bottom. And then I don't know if it's now, or I think it's relatively soon here. I do have a washi, and as you guys know, my goal is to use the washi. And so I have a washi that says special delivery on it. And so I cut out a piece of that and added it to that card. I think that's like coming up or whatnot. So we're just adding, some color to the pages, and with just a regular marker, just adding some dots and whatnot, and trying to figure out, like I said, that bag, that Arbonne label was actually off my protein bag, and it's like that metal. I don't know what to call it. Like, what is that material that, the bags, it's hard to glue. There's like not some glue that makes that stick. So I had done it with a glue stick, I think originally, and you saw it like not sticking. So I've put that, I don't even know the name of it. It's called Art Glitter Glue. I call it my unicorn glue, as you guys know. So what's it called? Art Glitter Glue. Yeah. So I put that on it, which is just, a liquid. And so I'm hoping that holds a little bit better. Every once in a while I use different labels from things. Well, that and like my coffee bags, right? So you'll often see me pull the label off of my coffee bag, which is also that same metal material. And those are sometimes harder to stick. So sometimes I tip them in with tape or whatnot, but I'm thinking that works. So here you're going to see me manipulate those little guys. I just pulled them up a little bit. The glue's still wet enough that they're, they're movable. And so I'm putting that special delivery piece of tape because, using that 1.5 inches of washi is going to make a dent in my collection. But I'm trying. I do have washi across the top of these pages. I don't know if you can see that. It's that turquoise stripe and it says like life is good. And so, I'm trying. I do have a little strip down at the bottom too of soccer tape from my girl. Now that I'm like trying to, or I'm going to add it now. I can't see when I'm recording, you guys. If you guys don't record over your videos, I do this on my phone. I don't know another way to do it. So there's like a big thing in front of half my page. Oh yeah, so I had to write in here that my daughter's just so sad because they got the news that they're not going to Texas for their trip. Like they're not traveling for soccer. Yeah, for multiple reasons, I guess. But basically, the underlying reason is they would have to quarantine for 2 weeks when they get back, and that takes them out of other things, obviously, and it takes the coaches out. Just yada yada. But again, it just impacts my girl. It's not life-threatening. It's not world, events. It's our little house here in the Pacific Northwest, and these are my days, And so this day I had two sad birds, and so I'm just trying to maneuver the best I can and help them process some of these days and figure it out. So that's a little note to myself about some of the other stuff that I'm processing. And so it's just like a little motivator, like prove them wrong, like do it for you type thing, but prove them wrong. The naysayers, if you will. So that's just my reminder of kind of some other stuff that was going on that day. And so need to document that. And then I do have like the back of this whole card off to the left. You guys see that whole card? And I'm not going to journal on it like now, but I do end up going back and journaling, more of a process kind of thing there. And so just trying to, dump some of that stuff. So I just put, the boy is not happy and it breaks my heart. Isolation in our society is the highest level of consequence besides death. So I know, heavy journaling, right? But it's taking a toll. It's taking a toll on people. And so it's heartbreaking on many levels. Like, my work is impacted, everything, and there's serious issues to being isolated all the time. So I just put, this isn't healthy. And then down on the bottom, I'm writing down, as that cat flips open, I'm just writing down. And I said, but we had a good talk on the phone and he helped me place his food order and he was happy with the food. So I said, oh yeah. And then I said, good thing we're still paying full price for dorm food that he can't even eat. Because y'all know if you've paid for college or if you have kids in college that you're paying for dorm food, it's not cheap. And so, we got him the full meal plan because he's a boy and he can eat like a boy and he's a competitive athlete. They need to eat. And so, and they have really good food options at the school. We've been really happy. Like the different dorms have different options. And so, he's been really happy with the food. It's literally like this quarantine thing and being locked in the quarantine dorm. And so he can't get access to the food he likes and, yada, yada. It's just, again, little things that impact my life in a, I don't know, meaningful way today, we'll say. Not even negative. It just is what it is, right? It only gets the energy I choose to give it. And so I'm trying not to give it any more energy. I am taping over that little, I had put that label off to the side and it's folding up a little bit when I open that flap. So I just put some clear tape over it. Excuse me as I take a sip of my coffee. All right. So where are we? We went back a day. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there we are. So we're going back to finish the 18th, which was Monday. I put that little gnome guy at the bottom. It's it just says stay strong on his little hat. He's so cute. He was on that sheet too. That sticker, that yellow sticker came off of my book order. I did order Amazon, and I know I'm on a no spend, but I did not write down the rules to my no spend, and so I'm finding gray a very comfortable place. So I bought two books, and they're both for work, which is where I justify it. Like I really, 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 well, my no spend is clearly on craft stuff and anything related to journaling or anything like that. However, I did want to do like a complete no spend for the month, like absolutely nothing. And I've broken it, well, I guess twice now. I mean, I ordered something on Amazon for my husband. He needed something, and then my knee sleeves were in the basket already that I wanted, and blah, blah, blah. And so I figured, like, because of my PT and because of all the other stuff I do for my knee, like, I justified that. And then, I am going to be starting this new job, and I found two books that I really, I'm always reading for work. I'm always reading, and I'm always sharing books at work and working through books at work with people. And so when I find another new one, it's really hard for me not to buy it. I'm not going to lie. And so, yeah, I put them in my basket and I bought them. How about that? And I'm almost ready to read them. I haven't finished the one I'm reading right now, and so I want to do that, and then I'll read those. But I'm excited for them. So I just put a little sticker there. Just filmed YouTube some stuff that day. I've really been trying. My goal was to film more for you guys this month, and so I'm really trying to do that. I hope you're liking more videos. Please let me know. Let me know like which videos you like more. Do you like these? The last process video I did, I just put on some music because it was kind of a lost and found, if you will. And most of you commented, we like to chat while you're journaling type thing. And I feel the same. Like most of the videos I watch are the chatty ones. I mean, I do watch your other ones, but I do enjoy the chatty ones more. So most people had kind of said that's what they wanted. So anyway, I did film, and that was the day, that Monday the 18th was the day we talked to the boy, and he had been moved into the isolation dorm, which was not the original plan. And so that was a little bit of, I don't know, like disappointing. I don't know. Like it all happened last Thursday. We already processed it. He was in his dorm. He was fine. They told him he doesn't need to leave his dorm room, even though he had a roommate there. And then we get notice on the weekend that they moved him. And I was like, not happy. So I'm flipping back one more page to the 17th and just trying to finish up these pages and getting a big journaling session in. So I am, I'm trying that white marker, you guys. I did a haul a while ago. It's like a poster marker, and it's white, and it's not taking to that brown paper. It's like not working very well. So then I try the Posca, but it's not smudging. What I needed to do is just get out some white acrylic paint to make a spot, but I didn't want to do that because I'm like, that involves walking across my room, which is all of, 3 feet, and getting something out of a drawer and blah, blah, blah. So I had some Hobonichi paper out of my old Hobonichi that I just had painted on for backgrounds. And so I just found a color that kind of matched, and that's me kind of playing with what part of that paper do I want on there. So I'm just going to cut a little journal spot. And that little puppy in the corner was from like an old birthday card that my son had. And oftentimes I'll save the cards. Sometimes I'll cut off the cover and just save the written part like in their box, if you will, because the covers sometimes have like cool stuff on them that I want to cut up, quite honestly, or put in a book. And so that little puppy is on there. Now he had like a party hat on, and so he has like a weird dip in his head. So I don't know. I kind of got to fix that. It's bugging me. But the picture itself, goes over his head just enough. But anyway, I just put that Buddy got a major bath and a haircut, and he's not happy. We're trying to groom him at home just because the last time he went, it was really traumatic for him. And so I don't know if this is less traumatic. It's a lot. He's not happy, and my husband will not like leave him alone. And so it's like cutting a little bit here and then letting him rest and then cutting a little bit there and letting him rest. But he's not having it. He's not in the mood for any of it. So what we cannot do is his toenails or claws or whatever you call them, toenails. So then I'm figuring out I had to make an appointment at the groomer anyway to get his toenails clipped. And so, but actually it's worked out now because, I'll tell you this little tidbit. I called the groomer, I booked the dog, and they're like, oh, his rabies shot isn't up to date. And I was like, what? Because I thought we did that in July when we took him in, but they ended up not doing it. They have it like in their notes that we requested it, but anyway, whatever, we need it. So I have to call the vet, and then I'm booking him to go into the vet to get his rabies shot, and then have to call the groomer back and book that. So, but since then, I've figured out the vet can cut his nails. So he doesn't have to go to the groomer, and it'll be less traumatizing for him. And so I called the vet back and I said, can you do this? And they said, sure. And they added it to his little appointment card. And I'm super happy. So Buddy's not going to be happy, but Buddy has to know that I have his best interest in mind. So we're only going to the vet. We're not going to two places. And he's going to get a shot, which I don't think bothers him too much. I think it's over before he knows why he's annoyed. And then they'll cut his toenails, which he won't like, but it'll just be over. And so I'm going to be very happy. So that's the good news on Buddy Boy. I started journaling on the right. So on the left, I'm journaling that. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so much fun. All of you guys that were there, it was funny. So Emily, over at Emmy Lou Arts had her live that morning, and her group, like if you pay $1 a month to be a part of her group, you can be a greedy weasel. And so she had a live that morning. And so that's a little printout of, she drew this little weasel, and I think her name's Wizette. Oh my God, she's so dang cute. Anyway, that group's super fun. Her videos are super fun. If you guys don't already follow her, please follow her. Go over and follow her because she's hilarious. And her pages are like just so funny. She does her process videos, her daily videos in her, well, right now it's a cousin, Hobonichi. So I'm always like in awe. I just don't know how, my pages are just too fat. Like, and I had the cousin last year, and I'm already kind of like, wah, wah, that I don't have it this year. So anyway, the point is, if you want to be a greedy weasel, you can go over to her channel also. So I'm adding this, I added a little border, and then I wrote how cute at the top, because that picture, which I'm kind of digging, by the way. So that picture is, first of all, the way it printed is not anything to do with my skill set. In fact, I think, anyway, it doesn't matter. I printed it on my Canon Selfie. But if you have a Canon Selfie, or at least the model I have, you know that the ends are long, because that's the part you actually take off. So that part where I wrote TikTok date night actually comes off the photo. Like it's perforated, and it's where you rip off your photo. So I had printed 2 photos on this one sheet, and I just left that wider border at the top. I really like it. I think it looks like an old Polaroid. And I wish the picture was the other way around, if that makes sense. Like, you know, if that was the bottom, but that was actually, anyway, it doesn't matter. I like the border. And so, yeah. So I wrote about my daughter and her boyfriend. They went out on, and I wrote how cute. They went out on TikTok date night. And I guess, I don't really know. But one of the trends on TikTok right now is to do a, like a rock, paper, scissors. And what we used to call like a progressive dinner, if you will. so it involves drinks, appetizers, dinner, and dessert. And so obviously in a progressive dinner, what we used to do, what my parents used to do, I mean, like, is different houses would host stuff and you'd go to one house and then the next, right? And like one house would host cocktails and one house would host dinner, appetizers, whatever. And so, or we used to do it around our neighborhood, right? Anyway, so for TikTok, they're doing it and they do rock, paper, scissors to find out who gets to pick where they're going to go. And so anyway, and for teenagers right now, it's like drive-throughs and fast food, right? So, but they had a fun night. It was a fun thing to do, right? And so they went to one place and for drinks for their first stop, they went, I think that's the picture in the book, to Sonic, and they got like, I don't even know what, like a grape slushie or something disgusting, but so anyway, and then they went to different restaurants and whatever, and then ended up. So it was super cute. It was just a fun date night. So that's going to be it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.